it's your girl Rilla Bree and welcome back to my channel. Just like the title says, in today's video I'm going to show you all how I got this flawless no makeup look. I decided to pair this look with a nude lip. You can do a red lip, you can do a pink look, you can do any lip that you want. I feel like with this no makeup look, it's very natural. It doesn't look like you have on makeup, but you do. You can do it. It's less time consuming. It doesn't take 35 minutes to an hour to do it. And if you want something that you can do every day, this look is for you. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay guys, I'm going to start off using my e.l.f. putty primer. This putty primer, I have very oily skin, so it's not really bad right now since it is the winter time, but I like to set this as a base before I put on my foundation to reduce any oils, and it gives my skin a matte finish because like I said before, I have oily skin. This sheer, it does come up white, but as you continue to blend it inside your skin, it's going to disappear. So I'm going to start off with is my brows. I already plucked my brows before, like maybe 2 days ago when I was doing my makeup for work the other day, because my brows were very bushy and they can get bushy. So I went ahead and plucked them, so that's why they may look the way they're looking. I also have like this little bump right here. I don't know if y'all can see it, but if you can, like, disregard it. I'm just waiting for it to pop. I've been using these Course X pimple patch set. They work so good. So if you haven't gotten to these, the Hero, the Mighty patches are good too. If you haven't gotten to these, y'all, these work wonders. You just put it on your face wherever you have your pimple at, let it sit for a little bit. When the sticker turns white, you peel it, and then boom, the pus and everything just comes up from under your skin. It works really good. It helps so it doesn't leave too much harsh dark marks in your face, and it helps the spread of bacteria from it. So y'all should definitely get into it. So let's get into these brows. Dipbrow by Anastasia in the color Ebony. I love Ebony. People come in Ulta all the time. They be like, oh, I'm just getting into eyebrows. Well, I don't know what color to use, Like I always tell them, think about the roots of your hair. Like when girls dye their hair red, sometimes they dye their eyebrows red, or, you know, blue whatsoever. Not saying just because your hair is red, your eyebrows should be red. And maybe you have dark roots, you know, you want something that's dark. About like the roots of your hair. That definitely helps you find the color that you need for your eyebrows to match. I did try a lighter color in this. I think it was chocolate. I mean, it wasn't bad, but with my complexion, and because I always wear dark hair, it didn't really look too good. So I needed something a little bit darker, which is Ebony. The one after Ebony is, I think it's Garnet. That one's like a real harsh black. I've been telling people, like, it depends on your preference. It's always good to go against my judgment. Like, yes, I am a beauty advisor, but it's at the end of the day, it's you. It's how you want your makeup and your preference. I don't recommend Garnet because I feel like it looks too harsh. You don't want an eyebrow that looks harsh. Your eyebrows are supposed to look, you know, look natural. So that's why I always recommend Ebony. But in other brands like a Ulta Beauty Collection and NYX Espresso is like close to Ebony. It's a little bit lighter, but that's like a dupe for it in my opinion. So anybody was wondering, like, hey, you know, I don't know what color to get, just think about the roots of your hair. So when I start off with my brows, I like to draw a line right under. Okay, I zoomed in my camera some, so I'm hoping that y'all can see. I'm going to use my little mini handy dandy mirror. So I just like it because I can see it a little bit closer. So I just like to start by just drawing a line right under my brow. Just like that. Now, say if you draw your line, it doesn't have to be perfect because you're going to perfect it, and that's what concealer is for. So I just like to start by drawing a line. Then when I do it, I like to start from my tail and then go back in, because when you do your eyebrows, you want your tail to always be darker and the front of it to be a little bit lighter so you can get that natural brow. So I'm just going to start at the tail and just start filling it in. I'm going to try to clip my hair back because this is working my nerves. So let's clip you back. What happened to my other clip that I had right here? So I'm gonna clip my hair back just a little bit so she doesn't be in the way. Y'all look so crazy, but I had to go ahead and clip my hair back because sis is being in the way. She trying to steal my shine. All right. Get to the front of my brow, I like to flip my brush like this and do light strokes going upward. Whatever remaining left on my brush without dipping it back into the pomade. Because like I said before, you don't want the front of your eyebrow to look too harsh. And you just go back and fill it in and you just do upward strokes. Like, say if you mess up though in the middle of you doing your eyebrow, it's okay. Don't be like, oh, I have to waste time and wipe it off. Girl, the power of concealer is everything. One thing about concealer is going to help you, you know, correct wherever you messed up. Like, concealer is going to be your best friend because she's my best friend. So I just like to go in and just do light strokes. I'm going to go back in with my bristle brush and just make sure my hairs are still laid down and not flying everywhere. And we're going to do the same thing to the other side. So let's see if we can kind of perfect it. Because sometimes one eyebrow always look better than the other. It happens. But let's see if I can make it look good like today. So I'm going to do the same thing. I like to start from the bottom. Starting from the bottom now, yeah. Hey. Let's start from the bottom. I already can tell already that this eyebrow is gonna look better in this one. Like, I can just feel it, I can just tell, but it's okay. Like, we're gonna roll with it. And me, when I do my eyebrows, I like to follow my natural arch when I'm doing it. So I'm just gonna, like I said, start at the end and just drag everything going down and back to the tail, because you always want your tail to be its darkest. So that's exactly what I'm doing. I always like to follow my natural arch. If you don't have the best arch in your eyebrows, that's one thing about it, you can improvise. You can go a little bit higher or go a little bit lower, depends on you and your preference and how you like your eyebrows. Me, I kind of like my arch the same. Sometimes I go a little bit above where my natural arch is, depends on, you know, how I'm feeling. But most time I kind of like the way my arch is, so I don't like to do too much. I'm just flipping my brush up and I'm just doing upward strokes, just like so. So let's see. So far I like this one better, but I feel like I can make this look like this when I do my concealer. Go in with my LA Girl Pro concealer. If my camera let it focus, y'all, I'll tell people all the time that come in and see me, always ask about what good concealer to use. It's a whole bunch of brands and a whole bunch of concealers out there that's really good. I don't care how high up in makeup I go, I will always revert back to my LA Girl Pro. It's just something about this product. I also tell my people all the time that yes, this is cheap in price, but this is not cheap in quality. So don't let it be, oh, it's $4.99, like, oh, it's not good. It's a lot of good makeup brands out there, like Essence, LA Girl Pro, NYX, Ulta Beauty Collection, you name it. Just because it's cheaper in price doesn't mean it's not good. Like with the other prestige brands like Becca, Tarte, Clinique, Bare Minerals, yeah, they are high-end brands. Yeah, they have, you know, are a little bit expensive, but if you think about it, you're kind of really paying for the name, the packaging. Yeah, sometimes maybe certain ingredients that these brands are using, But don't knock these mask brands like LA Girl Pro. Like I tell people all the time, this is my go-to. I love these. I feel like they should never start making it. Like, this concealer is thick, but it's thick in a good way. That goes, when you apply, a little bit goes a long way. But let me stop ranting. But I've been using LA Girl Pro for years when I first started getting into makeup, and that was back in 2014, 2015. Yeah, that's how long I've been using it. Dang, it's going on 6 years since I've been using this product, and it never disappoints. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just squirt some out, just a little bit, and I'm just use this flat top brush right here. So when you carve out your eyebrows, of course, you know you want to use a flat top brush. You want to try to make it flat as possible. So I'm just take a little bit of the product here and just put it on my flat top brush, just like so. And I'm just gonna start. See, when I start carving out my eyebrows with my concealer, I kind of like to start in the middle and go all the way to my tail, then I'll go back in and just kind of fade it a little bit in the front. And of course, when you do this, like, take your time, it's no rush. And just like to drag everything down. Just like that. So I'm just gonna take this little fluffy brush right here. I don't even know what brush this is. I don't even have a name. Oh, it did have a name, but it's smeared off. I can't even tell. We're just gonna call it the fluffy brush. So we're just gonna take this fluffy brush here, and I'm just take it and just drag everything down. Drag everything down and just blend everything in, just like so. I like to go back in without dipping it back in the pomade and just kind of fill it in just a little bit. Not too far though. You don't want it too far in the corner because you don't want to look like you have a unibrow. Wrong brush. Just like so, and we're going to do the same thing to the other side. So far I like the way this is coming along. Now I'm gonna go in with my brow gel by NYX. See if my camera will focus. Well, my camera doesn't want to focus. Yeah, I love this stuff. I think it's only $8.99. It lasts a long time, and you don't need too much to apply. Just a few swipes on your eyebrows, and it keeps them still all day. It doesn't move. I also want to try the new Anastasia Beverly Hills. They have this new brow thing called brow wax. It's like a gel, but it's in a wax form. I think I'm gonna do a makeup review on that for you all to get your opinion on it to see. So I'm definitely gonna try that. But yeah, I love this stuff. It's called Control Freak by NYX. It works really good. Like I said, I think it retails for only $8.99. And it has my brows stay still all day. Like, my brows don't move, it don't budge. And of course, you know, it's a little hard after it dries, but not too hard. Like, it works really, really good. And I've been using this for a little while as well. I always recommend this to whenever I have guests come in and ask for a good brow gel. This is my go-to. Sometimes after I finish completing my eyebrows, I kind of like to go in and just pluck any little fine hairs that I see that's out of place. And just go in and pluck them to, you know, keep my eyebrows looking snatched. Like, to me, eyebrows is like your edges. If your eyebrows ain't on fleek or up to par, then it just like, what's the point of having a good look or having your eyeshadow makeup done? Like, your eyebrows are like edges when it comes to makeup, in my opinion. For this no makeup look, what I like to do, I like to go in and put a little bit of concealer in all the little areas where I have any dark marks, any blemishes. I just like to put a dot on top of it a little bit before I put on my foundation. I'll do a little one right there. Like, anywhere you have any blemishes, you just want to go in and just put it where you see any, so you can have like a smooth. I don't have too many, I have enough, but I kind of like just randomly put it in different areas. Then I'm gonna go back in with that same fluffy brush that I blended my concealer with my eyebrows and just lightly blend it out just a little bit. So my foundation that I'm going to use, I don't know if I'm going to use my Becca or my L'Oreal. Both of these are good. Like I mentioned before, I do have oily skin. These both are very mattifying and it just look like skin when you put it on. So I think I'm going to go in with, my L'Oreal. I think I'm going to go in with my L'Oreal today. I'm just going and just apply it all over my face. Just like that. Put a little bit on my forehead. I know it looks crazy, but it's all gonna come all together. Now I'm gonna take my Morphe M439 brush and I'm just go ahead and blend everything out. Also too, when you blend out your makeup, you wanna make sure you get down to your chin and down to your neck, because you don't want to look two-tone. You want everything to look and blend in seamlessly and have a smooth finish, especially if you want to try to have like a skin like finish to your makeup. Excuse my lips if they look a little greasy. I put some lip balm on. I'm sorry if it looks a little greasy. I'm just go back in a little bit and just apply a little bit more. Sometimes with matte foundation, sometimes it feels like it dries quick. I know with certain brands that they do. After you put your foundation on, if you want to just spray your face a little bit with some face spray, you can. I'm using the MAC Prime Fix It Plus spray just so it kind of alleviates it from drying so fast while you're blending in. Now that's done, I'm gonna go back in with my LA Girl Pro and I'm just apply a little bit on my eyelid. I also do this step before I wear eyeshadow, but since we're doing this a no makeup look, I'm not doing any eyeshadow today. So we're just gonna go back in with our fluffy brush and just blend everything out. So I'm gonna go in with my LA Girl Pro concealer for my highlight. With me, I like to double highlight. So I'm just gonna do it right here. I'm just gonna do a little bit right under my eye. Go in with this flat brush right here and just go ahead and blend everything out. So after blending it out, I'm gonna go in with my Air Spun powder. And I'm gonna just dip a little bit. I'm just dip a little bit at the top, dust it off a little bit, and just press it on my eyes, just a tad. Press it right on my eyes, just like that. Just so that foundation up there can, that foundation concealer that I had up there can sit just a little bit. So I was debating with this no makeup look if I wanted to do eyeliner or not, but I think I am gonna go in with some eyeliner just for the sake of this video. So me, I like to use two eyeliners. I like to use my e.l.f. liquid eyeliner in the color Jet Black, and I'm also going in with my KVD Tatto liner. It kind of smelled off a little bit, but you will see what I mean when I say using two eyeliners. So what I like to do, I like to take the tip of the KVD brush, and I just like to dip it on top of my e.l.f. brush just like this to help me create that wing look, because I love the tip of the KVD liner. So I'm just gonna do that, and we're just gonna make a nice sharp wing. I'm just do it to where you all can see it too. So I'm just gonna follow the line to my eye shape just like that, and I'm just dipping a little bit more into that liner, and I'm gonna take it from the tip. Since I drew the straight line going up, I'm gonna take it at this tip and drag it all the way in just like that. So this part I really have to be focused and concentrate on. And I'm gonna take what's left right here at the end, and I'm just go back and fill it in, but drag it all the way in. And of course, if you want your wing to be a little bit longer or thicker, you can. But for the sake of this video, I want my wing to be a little bit subtle, since it's like a no makeup look. And we're gonna do the same thing to the other side. Just like that. So they look even. It doesn't look too bad. Now that we're done with eyeliner, I'm gonna go in with the Lash Princess by Essence. This is some good stuff too. It's only $4.99 and it's my favorite. So I'm gonna go ahead and just apply a light layer to my eyelashes, just so that when you do put on your falsie lashes and your real lashes doesn't look like two layers. They can automatically stick together pretty good. So I think I'm gonna go in with the Ardell Double Up Lashes in the color 207. I haven't worn these lashes in a while actually. I usually wear the Eylure London lashes, but I'm just gonna switch it up for this video. So when it comes to lashes, and they come in the pack like this, like some lashes have a L and an R on top of it, but for the sake of these don't. If you don't know which way your lashes go, all you have to do is turn around, like I said in my other eyeshadow tutorial. Just turn the packaging around, put it on your face like this, and you're like, okay, I know this goes on my right eye. No, this goes on my left eye. That goes on my right eye. If you really can't tell, if you look at it closely, like at the front where it should be always have like the shorter end, and the tail always has the longer end, if that makes sense, if you can look at it pretty good. These act like they didn't want to come out the packaging. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna wrap it around my finger just so it can keep its shape. Also, like I said in my other video, every night I do take off my lashes. I do not sleep with my lashes on to keep them fresh and so that they last longer. I do put them in the pack. When I do take them off and I'm warm for like maybe 2 or 3 days, I always wrap it around my finger just so it can keep its shape for my eye. So with these, sometimes some lashes will be a little bit long, but let's go to my left eye. You can always cut the end, you can trim it to your liking so it can fit your eye shape. I'm just going to make sure it fits my eye pretty good. So right now I'm just going to measure them. I don't even know if I'm feeling these lashes, maybe because I'm so used to my other lashes. I am going to cut the end of it just so it can fit my eye shape. And just cut it just a little bit at the end. Go in with my Ardell lash adhesive glue. It does have a brush at the end, so it's easy for application when applying the glue on my lash. I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it on my lash strip. I'm gonna take it and fan it out a little bit. Y'all, if these don't give me the it factor that I'm looking for, I'm switching back to my other lashes. Like I said, I haven't even worn these lashes in a while. I haven't even opened the pack, so we shall see. Alright, so just gonna go ahead . I'm gonna let it dry down a little bit and then I'm gonna fluff it up. I don't know, I think it's the lash strip. I feel like the strip is a little thick to me. And I think that's what I'm not liking about it. Versus my other lash that I usually wear, the lash strip isn't that thick and it's easy to kind of move. So I'm gonna let that dry down a little bit because I don't want to move it and then I kind of lift it up. So I'm just let it see. I'm gonna ponder on it. I'm gonna give it some time to kind of come to life. Yeah, I don't know if I'm feeling these lashes, but I'm gonna let them dry so I can play with them a little bit. And if I don't like it by the time I finish this look, I'm just switch them out. So when you're first getting into lashes, when you put on your eyelashes, you don't want to go too far for your inner corner because it's going to irritate your eye. Make sure you got it scooted over just a little bit because it will irritate your eye and it'll have your eye itching like crazy. So just like I said before, I like to double highlight. I'm going to go in with my 24-hour MAC Studio Fix 24-hour smooth concealer and the MAC Cosmetics. This is the color NW35. So I'm just gonna go in. Some right under my eye. All over my face just like this. Sometimes I do like to go in with my Fix It Plus spray and spray a little bit on my face before I blend it out. So I'm gonna let that air out some more. Just let it fan this out just a little bit. So I'm going to start with this fluffy brush and I'm going to just blend it out on my forehead. Now I'm gonna go in with my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Dark Cocoa for my contour. Went with my fluffy angled brush just like this. This is a contour brush by Profusion. And when I blend it, I'm gonna blend everything and I'm push everything upward. Everything up just like so. And do the same thing to the other side. A little bit and do the bridge of my nose. Oh, a little bit too much. And just blend it out. Put a little bit. Oh no! I put a little bit too much, y'all. I put a little bit too much. So let's go ahead and take my fluffy brush where my other concealer was on and just blend that out. I'm just taking my finger and just blend it out, the excess of it out. I'm just put a little bit where I put a little bit too much yet, just to clean it up. I don't like my contour of my nose to be too strong because I feel like with my nose I don't have to contour it too much. I just like to tap it just a little bit and just apply a little bit, not too much, but very subtle. Now I'm gonna go in with my Smashbox. Anytime you have any concealer, you always want to set some type of powder on top of it. So I'm just going in with my powder contour and just put in the areas where I first put that cream contour down at. And I'm gonna go on my Laura Mercier in the color Translucent. Set my concealer. Just take a little bit. With me, I necessarily don't like to bake. I like to put it down where I put my concealer and just blend it all out. I'm just gonna put it where I put all my concealer. And right here is kind of where I be generous when it comes to the powder, just so I can set to where I put for that contour. I feel like it helps define it a little bit. So I'm gonna actually let that sit a little bit. As far as baking, that's the only area where I would sit and let it bake, is right under where I set that contour. I used to bake all the time, but now I feel like when I just press everything in, it fits better for me, it works better for me. So I'm gonna let that sit, because you want your contour to be like snapped. You want it to be kind of like defined. I'm just go ahead and sweep it away a little bit, and then just like that. I'm gonna go in with my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural Powder, and I'm just gonna take my fluffy brush and just kind of set the other parts of my face. And just set a little bit under where I put that contour, and right here on my chin. Take a little bit of some glow. This is the Hyper Real Glow by MAC. I'm just take a little bit and I'm just gonna put it right under my brow bone. Just like that. Go in with my MAC Fix It Plus spray, and I'm just gonna go ahead and spray my whole face. To lock everything in. I'm just fan it out. because you need this face to be sitting. You want it to stay. You don't want it to move. You don't want it to budge. You need it to last all day, especially since it's a no makeup look. So with the no makeup look, you have on makeup, but you don't want to make it look like you have on makeup. So yes, this is definitely my go-to. We're almost finished. Just got to do a last few touches. Go right back in with that Hyper Real Glow, and then I'm going to use the smudger at the end right here, and I just like to put it right here on my bottom lid. Because even though we don't have any eyeshadow on up there, our under eye still can be popping. I'm gonna go ahead and put that on my under eye. I want to go back in with my e.l.f. liquid eyeliner and put it under my eye. I don't know if I want to do black or do I want to do like a nude. I think I'm gonna do black to kind of help define my eye a little bit. I like using black and white or nude. I feel like the white and or nude brightens up your eye a little bit. Which one should I go with? I think I'm gonna go with, I think I'm gonna stick with the black. I will go on with my nude, but I think I'm gonna stick with the black to kind of define it a little bit. So I'm just gonna put a little bit in my waterline. And I feel like with the black, it kind of defines my eye shape a little bit because I do have cat eyes. So I'm just going to go in with my mascara. And I'm just apply to my bottom lashes. Yeah, I make the craziest faces when I do my makeup. Can any of y'all relate? Comment down below if you notice yourself when you do your makeup making all types of crazy faces. Because I do it all the time. I'm just going to apply a little bit at the top. I just want to do a light layer to the top. You don't want to do too much because you don't want it to look clumpy. You want everything to look natural. Blush that I'm going to be using today is the Essence blush, and it's in the color Befitting. I love this. It's like a natural nude type pink, and it's only $2.99. I'm telling y'all, don't let these cheap prices discourage y'all, because this is some good stuff, okay? Some really good stuff. I love this blush. Let's go ahead and put it in the apples of my cheeks. I'm gonna smell a little bit. Cheese. And it lasts all day. I love putting on blush. I feel like putting on blush in my lipstick, my lip liner and my lipstick is my favorite thing to do with my makeup. If y'all do your makeup all the time or just getting into your makeup, comment down below what's your favorite thing about doing your makeup. Mine is doing my blush, lipstick, and my lip liner. I don't know, just something about these two things that's very satisfying to me. So comment down below what's your favorite thing that you like to do. Now for my lip, with this you can do a pop of red, a pop of pink, but I think I'm gonna just stay on the nude side. So just to keep this natural look going I have going on, this neutral look. So I'm gonna go in with my lip liner in MAC in the color Chestnut. Y'all, if you don't know, you need to know. This lip liner here is it. I've been using this for years, y'all. If y'all don't know about this MAC Chestnut, y'all need to get into it. It's my favorite. So I like to overline my lips just a little bit, not too much. Because I do like that full look when I do line my lips. And when I put on my lipstick. So I just go above my actual lip line just a little bit. Just like so. I'm gonna go in with this Toast and Butter by MAC. I like to do this as my base color. So let's apply one layer just like that. And I like to blend it just a little bit. Then I'm gonna go in with my Dose of Color in the color Sand. Y'all love this stuff. It's very matte, very mattifying. And just take it. Go in with my Wet n Wild in the color Sunglazed. This gloss, it is so good. Yeah, I love this lip gloss. Like I said, I like to overline my lips just a little bit, and I like to do it past my teeth just in case, so you know the lipstick doesn't go in my teeth, because we don't want to be talking thinking we look cute with lipstick on our teeth. Like, if you don't have a real friend to tell you that there's lipstick on your teeth, she's not really your friend. So do just like that. All right, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and fix up my hair, and I'm gonna come back to show y'all the completed look. All right, guys, this is the final look. I hope you all liked it. I went ahead and fixed up my hair a little bit off camera, and I'm kind of feeling myself. I'm definitely going to take some selfies. I hope this video was helpful for you all. If there's anything else you all want me to do, anything that you need to ask, or you know, have any questions about, please comment down below. Again, I hope this video was helpful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.